So many of the people in the Bible, their lives were jacked up, y'all. It was not a pretty picture. You read some of these stories, everybody had issues because we're human. Because we're human. All right. So there's a certain grace that goes along with realizing that we're human. God knows that we're human. He knows that you are not perfect. And you know what we always say, we're purpose, not perfect. God has released a purpose in our life, just like he released purpose in the lives of these individuals who were described in the Bible, whose stories were told in the Bible. So you don't have to be perfect. Your life might be jacked up, right? You may have gone through some issues that you look back and you're like, I don't know how. But the thing is, God will bring you to this place of stability. And this place of stability is defined by you being satisfied in him. So the waves of what's happening around you may still be happening. You may look at your life and not know or be able to define why certain things are happening. But God is like, there's stability that's in me. I am the firm foundation. I am the rock on which you build, right? And so because of that, stability becomes a requirement. It becomes a foundation. It becomes a beginning. It is the beginning to God fulfilling his purpose in me, right? I couldn't have done what I'm doing right now in my 20s. I couldn't have done it in my early 30s. God knew that I had to be progressed. I had to be evolved to a place where I could show up, resting my satisfaction in him, not bothered, totally unbothered by the situations that are happening around me, but able to focus in on him, because when I do, that's where I find my peace. So stability becomes the beginning of something very beautiful that God is doing in my life. It becomes the beginning of something very beautiful that God is doing in your life. All it requires is faith, right? Because we're going to walk through places that look like an unknown process. We're not going to know. To get to this place of stability, we're going to walk through the unknown. And we've talked about the unknown, right? In our closer circles at Renew Retreats, I've taught about the unknown, and the unknown requires faith. The deeper understanding that we need to get today, that I want to make sure we get, is that because his ways and thoughts are not yours, you won't know everything. I'm going to let that just rest on you for a second. I want you to be able to take it further. Because his ways and his thoughts are not yours. That's what he says in Isaiah 55, right? You aren't going to know everything. You will walk through times in your life where you won't know everything. You don't know what's next.